Riot police have cleared a peaceful protest at the University of California in Los Angeles. It was one of the largest police raids since nationwide demonstrations in solidarity with Gaza broke out. Police fired stun grenades and made several arrests. And the administrations of some French universities have held a meeting with students in the capital, Paris. That's after days of anti-war protests. These are live pictures also from UCLA, where we can see some of the students being led away who've been taken from that encampment. Many of them have been also sitting by the road with zip ties around their wrists. Going back to France, students who attended the institutions in France, at Sciences Po particularly, say they've made no concessions and they're going to keep protesting. Natacha, Butler is joining us live from Paris. So what's been happening with all these meetings? What's the result there?
Well, we've had a meeting here between the university's administrators and some students, and they have been talking about what they want. They've been talking about the different sides that they're taking to this meeting, because what happened last Friday is that there was a large protest here. Some students at the Sciences Po University staged a sit-in. Police eventually evacuated that protest. But here with me is Sophie. She's a student at Sciences Po. She was here on Friday at the protest and also in the meeting with the administrators. Sophie, before we talk about what came out of the meeting, tell us first of all, what did the students take into the meeting in terms of their demands?
So we've been to the meeting with the exact same three demands that we had when we protested last week. The first demand was to have the town hall that actually happened today. The second demand was to cut all ties with Israeli universities. And the third demand was that any investigation towards students that were implicated in pro-Palestinian activism would be erased.
None of the students taking part would be punished, is what you're saying. In terms of the response of the university administrators, what did they tell you?
We didn't get any answer to what we asked. Basically, it was a 2-hour discussion, and it ended up with the administration not giving us any engagement. We wanted them to engage themselves. We wanted them to promise that they would at least start investigation committee toward regarding the Israeli university. They did not talk about that. The only actual engagement that the director took and told us was that he was not engaging himself not to call the police again on us. This is the only promise that we get. So we didn't move forward like any of our answers.
Yeah, so if there was to be another protest, you're saying that university administrators would actually allow police to come in and evacuate the protesters again. We also heard from one of the students who came out after the meeting that there is a student that started a hunger strike. Is that correct?
There's actually a student that started a hunger strike. These students, a lot of students are actually doing a hunger strike right now. We don't have the exact number. We're going to have it during the afternoon, maybe tonight. But it's not only one student. It's actually a couple of students that started a hunger strike to put pressure on the administration and for our demand to be heard for real this time.
All right, Sophie, thank you very much indeed. So you heard there from Sophie, one of the students here at Sciences Po who's been involved in these protests in solidarity with Palestinian people, talking about how now what we have is a situation where some students have started a hunger strike. Back to you.
Natacha, thank you very much indeed. Natacha Butler talking to us from Paris.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.